Welcome to my channel. My name is Mona. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how I make Caprese chicken stuffed peppers. First, I'm going to prepare my chicken. I have some leftover rotisserie chicken that I needed to use up, so I'm just going to remove it from the bone. One thing I like about this recipe is that you can use any leftover chicken that you have, or you can cook up a couple of chicken breasts to use also. Now I'm going to get my chicken all shredded up. There are several ways to shred chicken, but today I'm using my handheld mixer. I saw this hack a while ago and I've been using it ever since. I really like how quick and easy it is. Next, I went ahead and preheated my oven to 350 degrees. This recipe calls for quite a bit of fresh ingredients, so I had a bit of prep work to do. I'm going to chop up some onions, spinach, basil, fresh garlic, and cherry tomatoes. The basil and garlic can be substituted with the spice or jarred versions. But as you know, fresh is best for a better flavor profile. So I always try to incorporate fresh ingredients whenever I can, and I don't mind doing the extra work. I'm also shredding some mozzarella cheese. The pre-shredded kind is okay to use as well, but sometimes I like to use the block cheese because it does melt better. I chose to use a packet of jasmine rice for this recipe. I'm using the microwavable kind, but any type of rice would be okay to use. Now it's time to work on the sauce. I'm going to melt down a tablespoon of butter. Then I'm going to add in my onions and garlic, and I'm going to saute until the onions are translucent. Next, I'm going to add in some diced tomatoes and tomato sauce. Now, you don't have to use the fire roasted tomatoes. You can use the regular kind. I just prefer the fire roasted ones because they add a more robust flavor to the sauce. Once I have the tomato sauce nice and blended with the onions and garlic, it's time to add my seasonings. I'm going to be adding some salt, some pepper, some garlic powder, as well as some Italian seasoning and some balsamic vinegar. Now, the recipe does have exact measurements, but I find that, I like to season to taste. So that's what I recommend doing. Just add the seasonings until you get your preferred taste. Once the sauce is seasoned to my satisfaction, I'm going to make sure that everything is nice and blended well. And then I'm going to add in some fresh basil and I'm going to mix that in as well. I'm going to let the sauce simmer for a few minutes while I prep the bell pepper. I've already washed the bell peppers. Now I'm getting ready to cut them. There are two ways the bell peppers can be cut. They can be cut horizontally, basically cutting the top off, or they can be sliced vertically. I prefer to slice them vertically because they are easier for me to stuff this way. And plus I have two pieces to stuff as opposed to one. And next I'm going to demonstrate how I trim the inside of a few of the peppers. I'm going to spray my baking dish with some cooking spray and add the peppers. At this point, my sauce has been simmering for quite a bit, so it's time to complete the stuffing. I'm going to add the rice, chicken, spinach, and mozzarella cheese and give everything a nice mix. Next, I'm going to work on stuffing all of my peppers. Once all the peppers are stuffed, I'm going to top them with cheese and cherry tomatoes. Next, I'm going to cover them with foil and bake for 30 minutes. After 30 minutes, I will uncover them and bake for an additional 10 to 15 minutes or until your cheese is browned to your liking. Once the peppers are done, I'm going to remove them from the oven and sprinkle them with the remaining basil. And drizzle with some balsamic glaze. And here are my glamour shots of my chicken caprese stuffed peppers. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Happy cooking!